Hello there, greetings fellow humans. Onward to more Alan Wake. Time for some drama and some action. So, yep, there we go. First, a bit of unfortunate complaining about the spouse asking him to get around to seeing about writing. He was like, you are a writer, right, you know? And I know I'm lazy myself. And I don't mean to be all self-promoting, but it's like, my work's not good enough anyway. Some point I'll try to be, but it's easier to make content for this site that no one watches either way. Well, very few, you know. But it's like writing a book takes way more effort than making gaming content. But whatever. No. Whatever though. No,
Alice?
No.
Honey?
She must be upstairs. Oh, there's another thermos. 3 of 100? Where's it list? Should say somewhere. I think it's 3 of 100 at least. Anything else? I think there should be more supplies. You have to look around everywhere for everything, right? But yeah. There's not here. Did I just knock that over? Yep. Oh, it's a seesaw. Or rocking horse thing.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
That sounds like something that wouldn't be good to be on YouTube, but it's not that bad. It's nothing much, and he gets angry and whines about the idea of having to do his own thing here.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn, Alice, you...
Yeah, why do you have to be that way?
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe...
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Oh, yep,
Alan?
it's the dark.
Alan?
That doesn't seem
Don't,
good.
just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Yeah, that's not cool.
God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
It's like it would be nice to have a wife that's so supportive, but instead he wants to belittle her, so that's not cool.
Damn it.
Not every protagonist is a likable character at times anyway. Yep, there
Alice?
we go, dark again.
Alice?
Time to start the action portion after the drama
Alice?
now.
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Running in the
Alice!
dark.
What the hell?
Oh, apparently you can get whacked by the...
Alice? Alice?
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh no!
Yeah. Into the volcano crater of doom.
Alice?
It'd be funnier if the Velociraptor in Jurassic Park 3 said that just then, but instead it's that old lady from the diner. Not the one with the lantern, but the one that teleported away.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another.
One doom
I couldn't
after
remember
another.
how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
That's a good way of reducing the amount of phone usage. You know, narrative-wise anyway. So checkpoint reached. I could stop here, but nope, we're gonna continue on. Let's see. Is the car gonna crash the rest of the way? Oh, here's something at least. There's that Emil guy, right?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma,
That looks
by
like
Dr.
Bill
Emil
Paxton.
Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with
In
Alice.
fact, I think that is
I
Bill
didn't like
Paxton.
it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Looks like a car salesman that Arnold Schwarzenegger might have an issue with or something. So yeah, anyway. Yeah, that's a True Lies reference. For anyone that doesn't know that.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Yep, and that's what this is going to be mostly now. Mostly. We gotta get this thing F for focus to see... Well, I've never been able to afford insurance, but that's... or a car either. But that's certainly a reason to have that. You'd probably need, like, way full coverage or something, right? Not just the basic, I got this because you have it as an extortion racket type thing, but a, oh look, I can afford all the things in life. Wonderful, right? So wonderful. Now, my stepdad was able to do that for a while when he was a programmer. Right now he's retired.
Hello?
I don't know if he still does that or not. Oh look, it's the UFO angel fairy thing, whatever it is.
Hello? Someone there?
It's the manuscript from the other universe.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Yeah, joy, yep. And the next novel I plan to write is, let's see, F5 here. Would be Station of Darkness. Let's see here. Do we get to read these title page of the
Departure
manuscript?
by Alan Wake.
Okay, back is escape.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Wah, wah, wah. Okay, not restarting. Back. There we go. Yeah, here we go soon with the action portion, rather than just discovering, but now we have those manuscripts to find along the way. Manuscript pieces, anyway. Yeah, still need to finish up Murder Upon Mercury,
Anybody
and
there?
Doom.
Please! I've been in an accident!
Hopefully we have the entropy device and the flashlight. Otherwise, oh look, you can see stars. That's kind of cool, even though it's just points of light. Sort of makes me think of the meme of lights in video games are wasting real electricity. But yeah, what else is new? Yeah, Station of Darkness would be after that, with a research station in orbit of Venus, so that they try to open a wormhole and other stuff where, like, it gets
The
bad,
lights up ahead
but
were a
it
good
probably will
sign.
just be bad.
Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Unfortunately, incorrect. Or at least working ones. Alrighty. So masks and other crap, and this is the obvious way forward. Let's look around just to be sure there's nothing else to gather here. Because it's always good to check around. It looks like it's just getting too dark over here. Let's avoid that. At the very least, because, well, it's annoying to have darkness in a video game. We're here to provide some light. Alright, and there's some accelerant canisters that need to also be used to make things nice and crispy. Alrighty. Extra crunchy. Let's see, where the heck...
Anybody there? Please! I've been in an accident! Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident! I need help! Besides, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Oh, hell.
Of doom.
Carl Stuckey. To meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
under control of the Reapers. Where are you? And where do we get the entropy devices now in the light? You'd think they'd already be accessible now, but I can't seem to access them yet. There's that. Function key F5 to read that. Wake fight's taken with a light.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood
shadow
with a
zombies are
blind spot
taken.
caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Yep. Alrighty. Let's see, is there anything over here about you? Ah, crap. There's the jumping things. Let's look over here for a moment. Or was I... Oh, yep, that's a no. I guess we have to go where the guy jumped like a xenomorph. It's been a while since I played Aliens Colonial Marines, but they had some good stuff there. Come on, when do we get the pistol and flashlight out? Ah, dude.
Two birds.
Extra crunchy.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
It's funny how they actually refer to the things that they take some things from. I mean, well, you know, not take, but refer, or allude, or, you know, the thing, where they... Callbacks, member berries, whatever you call it.
During your
There's ammo there. Finally, we have these again.
it's the latest.
Some Energizers of Doom. Conceivable.
Proven. Help them. Let you kill one stone. You can see the sights and hit those.
Where is this anyway? Bright Falls, Watery,
Stone.
National Park, something interesting. There's Cauldron Lake. Let's see, can we look? No, that just wastes battery. I wish I could see more clearly there, but yeah, well. We have 24 rounds and 6 batteries, so yay. Oh, and here's a telephone of uselessness, probably.
Yes!
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Extra crunchy. Well, that would be shocking. Come on.
This is bad.
Yep. Ah, come on. Yeah, you're a jerk. I know it. Oh, the joy. Well, let's not touch the power lines. That could also be a very quick way to find the final destination of Doom here. See, we have reached the gas station as the objective. Now for
The
focus.
bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out.
It's not Stucky, really. It's the thing possessing him, but still. It's a good thing these open on their own. Even though they don't have any motor, it's still...
More of them. I'd never fired a gun outside the shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no
Couple
bodies.
someones.
They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that would be. I've only had to deal with, like, snakes. There was one that was going toward the bird's room once before I put copper mesh under the doors. That was kind of like, I don't really want to have to do that, and yet something I had to make sure the birds would be safe. I guess it was a power line or something I contacted, although that would have been the end of the game right then. Alright, so there's something here. What's this? Kick. Well, that worked so well. Did that turn off the power, though?
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Was this a way here? Because they were pointing over here, like this here. That's pointing over here. So I'm thinking we have probably some items to gather with these kind of alcoves like this. I did watch Veritas 399's episode, so I wish I had a better memory. I don't really have a good memory, I just have a notation type memory. I remember how things generally work.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Yay. So, a flare thing that I don't want to say the exact name of. We only have one round. What the heck? Alright, so one round of wide field boomly doom for the taken shadow zombie creatures of doom. So yeah, onward to the Dark Night Forest with no aliens in it, just shadow zombie things that are taken. See anything over here? I know there's a pathway, but let's see, anything here I missed? It would be stinky to not have a manuscript. You know, I think, yeah, definitely need to gather those. See if we can just point it at it without focus. Dang it, dude. One thing after another. Alright, so now there's that one at least. Oh, and this should have more flares or something at least. Every time you see one of those, there's more batteries and more ammo otherwise. Let's check some more on this side. Alrighty. Gathering all the stuff we can. Whenever it's possible. The Zappy Doom thing of Doom. I think we'll probably go that way later, but let's check this building. What else is over here? A river of some kind. Oh, the joy. Joy, joy, joy. Any yellow paint that shows up only with the light, fluorescent-wise? You know what's kind of cool for fluorescence is a green laser on anything that's like hot pink, it turns it yellow. So yeah, I don't know exactly the chemical that does that, or like pink paper and a few other things that are that. I don't know exactly, but it's fluorescence. It's just not with UV light, it's with green light from like a 532 nanometer laser. Like, those are rather cool, by the way. You can actually, like, see them at night, the beam. Like, of course you can see a flashlight's beam as well, but the laser beam looks way cooler. And there's that lady that's like the granny in that... What was that game?
What the hell was that?
The one that had the werewolves. And the, card reader lady. But yeah, this would be a different type of character than that, I think. Sort of. It might play the same role. But it's similar in that way, at least. It's definitely a nightmare.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head.
Is it
I
doing?
realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Oh yay, there's another balancing act. Go crazy, just light it all up. This would be bad. This is a quick way to fall into a river and hope you don't get hypothermia kind of deal. Like, yeah, not a good place to be. I think there's another manuscript or something here. There's a thermos at least. Yay, another thermos. Where does it say how many? It doesn't say how many. Wonderful. Maybe because I got the other one in the first game, now it won't tell me how many are in it. Because it's offset by 1 and it confuses the computer. So that would be annoying. If I don't get any achievement for it just because of starting off of another game first. So, whatever though. But yeah, I think that's the 4th one I've picked up. So, whatever though. Yeah, my gameplay from the first one was kind of crap, so I restarted. I was still learning the controls, and I still am, but not as badly, I hope. I mean, compared to others that have played it, I'm sure I'm terrible. That's all I am in life, is terrible at everything. But whatever though. There's another manuscript of Doom. Alright, so now back over the timber of Doom. Doom. Oh crap. Yeah, this starts now.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Yep. Gotta love the fast walkers. And what's that? Lithium batteries. Yay. And more ammo of Doom. We're up to 42. Let's check function 5. So, Barry's
Gary
arrival.
Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon. But Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that. Not sleeping. Messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Dun dun dun. So, yep. There's that anyway. So somewhere over this way. And then we start the fighting some more, I think. Checkpoint reached. Yay. Ah, chill. Crap, didn't need to replace that. Okay, so those two are gone at least. But we still have a major boss battle soon, right? Let's see, 2, 3, so that we should save for the main thing. When it's like, I've seen another gameplay by, I've already mentioned Veritas 399, but yeah. That's how I know we're gonna have a fun bunch of trouble over here in a moment when we get to the rest of this zone. Ah, we have to jump spacebar. Yep, there's arrow, more arrows and other things. Let's check around this side, see if there's anything useful. Some tension cables and some pegs that are dug in. What does that go to? Just a line to hold up something, I guess. Or maybe blocking those from
The
falling
staircase
back.
was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Yep. Here's a box that has some stuff, probably, hopefully. Please be flares. Nope. I'd like more flares. Is this gonna be... Limit reached. Wonderful. Alright. Well, let's check over here before the joy starts. Because if it does, that'll be fun. Good to walk underneath those, I'm sure. What does this... Dot with 3 dots, arrow down? Is there a manuscript here or what? I do not know. Hopefully we don't miss any of them. Especially if it's required to bring it to that one dude later that I shouldn't be mentioning for the sake of spoiling things. Yeah, I've only seen to the end of episode 2, but I don't mean to ruin it for anyone that's watching Even though it's for my commentary, hopefully it would be nice. But yeah, I know I'm lame and can be annoying at times though too. So yep, whatever though. The joy. Here we go. Maybe. Wait, what? Why is it pointing this way? It's still pointing that way. Okay. What's over here? Do we have to open that gate somehow? Is that a thing? No. Alright. Then why have arrows pointing over here? Is there something here to gather? Oh, there's a place up here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Alright. Not the most obvious, even though it's like looking so it should be. But yeah, let's check up here, see what we can get before we have to go back downstairs and fight every zombie logger in the universe. Here we are in another building that looks like it's seen better days. Oh yep. So, more lights. Yay! 20 light bulb things. Wonderful. Well, up to 20 now. We had 8 before, so 12 of those. Extra crunchy legs. Alright, so now back to this zone. Come on. Alright, time for everyone on the planet to get angry at me. And we don't need more of that yet. 42 is the limit at the moment.
There was no power. There was bound to be a generator somewhere at the logging site.
Uh-huh. So we just have to run around and get some trouble. Let's see what's up here. Is there more doom or paper or anything? There's always more doom. Life finds a way. So there's the Jenny, right? That's what it looks like anyway. And would there be a ladder on that?
With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Yep. The generator of doom. See if there's another way to get anything here first, if there's anything to be found, so I don't start it off before I've gotten everything and then have to rush to get out of here. Oh, there's another of these thermoses. Thermos bottle, yay. It's a shame it won't tell me how many. I think that's 5 though, of however many. It probably is able to be found in some menu somewhere, though. But the more you find, the more you gather. Obviously. Oh well. Not critical like getting the manuscripts, though. But certainly nice to get achievements, even if it's just for the whole Farmville-style oxytocin gathering ordeal. Is this going to be having a manuscript there? That sure looks like it. So yeah, let's go see if we can find a way in there before the drama starts. Well, not the drama, the action. Oh, here's the action already. You know what? Forget that. Let's just use this. Now we have none of those. And now this will be fun, in quotation marks. That's all 3 at once at least. Wish we had more of those. So let's see. Function F5. And wake attacked by birds. That's so sad.
Swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
That's sad. Well, I suppose the birds are possessed just like the loggers and everyone else, but it's still like poor little birds. They don't know any better. The humans still have some consciousness about them, but I don't know. At least they're not parrots. That would be even worse to me anyway. But yeah, let's stick with the small
With all this
rapid-fire
forestry
entry
equipment
device.
around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Uh-huh. Yep. Here we go with that now. Time for the joy. Joy, joy, joy of hamsters and doom. Let's see here. Will I have to fight everyone on the planet now? Or did I do as much as I needed to at this point? So move, log, lift. Oh crap, we have to... Wait, we have to use the arrow keys or what? Okay, D for the moving of this. Alright. Right in the middle of the light, I guess. So, alright. And now it's there. Alright, there we go. Well, that flare tossing device really seemed to be effective. I know later on you get flares that are hand flares that aren't as effective. Oh crap, we lost a goodly portion of that. I guess I need to press space. Maybe even press shift before as well. Okay. So it's not a simple walking to get there, it's a run jump type thing. Alright, fine, this is fine. Okay. So shift, W, and space. Alright, that barely worked. Oh wow, there's jumping physics. There we go. Or their pendulum, I meant. Now we have to face this jerk again, I think, right? Oh, anything useful here? It looks like someone just wanted cans to be there. I guess I could fire at them. I mean, that is a thing we could do. Well, that was wasteful. Alright, so not useful that way. I was thinking it was something we could do. Checkpoint reached. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. We can restore health here right in the...
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To listeners now, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walking.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustled in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure, Toby loves rabbits.
Rabbits of
sure.
Doom.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there.
So there could be a zombie dog around.
Come for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You have a good night now.
And then they stop talking, unlike real radio where they just keep on going. Like I try to while I play games. Except they're better at it. They're professional babblers or something, right? So here we go. Function F5, so wake find pages.
At first I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
In this wonderland of doom. Come on. Alright, there we go. And let's see, we're almost to where we get to fight Stucky and everybody else. Right? Somewhere near here, I think it is.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Yay, a beacon. Oh crap, here we go again.
Billy Burster is the best with no terms. Once you dog is second best. The famous dog is
Yep, some joy here about to happen. Yay, that actually worked. I saw it happen once, but yeah, it's like, yay. Alright, does work sometimes. Okay, safe haven, yep. I could put the video commentary thing on again. Maybe at some point, if anyone wants, I'll replay it and have that video commentary going. So we need to go that way? Why not go this way? Or is there a blockage? Woo, yep, that's a blockage. Okay, yep, it's a Valley of Doom again. So we have to go all the way around this way to go the other way. Wonderful. Ah, crap. Crappity-doo-dah, crappity-a. My, oh my, this sucks. Okay. Ah, crap. You guys, get over here. Try it. You just try it. Pick up batteries. Come on, don't you want to fight me? Over here. Yeah, regain the health a little bit there. Oh, come on, doom it from orbit, yeah. Q. Oh, come on. Do they just disappear all the way? Do I have to reuse the battery thing? Or did those get unshadowed? Dang it, dude. Dude. Okay, this is where I want to start putting... Oh, come on. Now they're all going to be back again, aren't they? Ah! Oh, come on. One more. Alright, finally. Good grief. Back to this zone. Alright, only 18 batteries though. We still haven't dealt with Stucky yet. Ah, crap. Another one again. There's another one behind me, isn't there? Oh, another few thousand, aren't there? Yeet. Are you gone or just floating in the air forever now, gone? Oh, more of them. Come on. Good grief. Nope. Okay, yep. Ah, crap. Not again. Well, this happened the first time I played. Now we have to do all the things over again, right? Saving that for Stucky, though. Alright. Time for this, Joy. Where are ya? Come on, start popping in. Come on, get over here. Get toward the light. There's 3 less. 3 fewer, whatever. Oh my word. Come on, how many more are there? They've got to be following me again, right? Come on, get into my sights. Oh, what? They just disappeared. Freaking shadow zombies. One solid now. Ah, the joy. Alright, there's those guys anyway. Oh my word. Alright. So 5 down again. Oh, what the heck? Ah! Come on, not this again. Ah! Oh my word. This is frustrating. Alright, let's switch to the shoddy. See if this makes it easier. Wonder if we could just rush to the objective. Yeah, that's working out well. Ah, the joy. Ah, crap. Yeah, this isn't working. Nope. Okay, fine. Yeah, I am not playing this on... Come on, where... Can I change the difficulty? Because I'd like to at this point. Whatever. Options? Nope, okay, whatever. Here we go again. So these guys aren't as difficult here for the first 3 zillion of them. There's that. 3 of them. There we go for 3 again. Oh my word. And they spawn in right behind me again. Come on, not you again. Alright, let's get some health again. Just can't wait to get some health again. Would be nice. Alright. When are they spawning back here again? That's safe haven, right? Somewhere here. There's another manuscript piece at least. Oh my word. Function key F5. Hopefully it's pausing at that TV in the gas station.
The gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
This hasn't happened yet. But, yep, there we go. Come on, there we go. I almost want to go back and get a little more health. Might be the wiser thing to do, but I also want to just get done with this and get to the next checkpoint before we go crispy too much. Here's a safe haven, though. So this would be the health anyway. Yay, health. And a ammo container thing or something, right? More, there we go. Only 32 now again. Well, 12 rounds. Alright, there we go with that. And the joy of dropping down, right? Unless there's something else here yet. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so there's arrows pointing that way. Ooh.
Touch salad, though. The man like me needs a house. That's Steve. That's what it is.
Let's see, is there anything here still? That's where the logging camp was, at least. Is there a way to get back here? It looks like there's something that might be over here anyway. Let's switch to the shoddy, maybe. That works. That's a blast. Alright, there's the manuscript of doom. There we go. Another manuscript. Yay! So let's see. Function F5. What wake lies to the sheriff? Oh, yep.
Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Yep. There are shadow zombies everywhere. It really sucks out here. Alright. Oh, we can go here. Wonderful. There's more batteries, so up to 20. Another shoddy. Guess that counts as ammo. Wonderful. So if we missed it earlier, that would be a way to get one. Oh, here's a thing to open, I guess. Did I need to go the other way first? Let's see. Oh yeah, this is Night Springs, right?
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs.
Twilight Zone, one step beyond.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
Of doom in a video game.
If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock
Makes me think of
Institute.
Rooster Teeth.
Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It
But you
shall
can't
be
actually
part
see
of
it's
a
loaded,
thought
though.
experiment.
And it's a video game, by the way.
Now, a real
For all the robots
experiment,
listening.
known as a quantum suicide.
In a video game.
Suicide? Is that a real
In a
gun?
video game.
He's kidding, right? Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot.
Yeah, extra
And
crunchy.
yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With
In a
each
video game.
pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is,
And
this
there, the machine
one
powers
thing
off without a
did
notification.
not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Persona! Yeah, that didn't work so well.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses.
Or the bad
Perhaps
placement of
he
that
should have
plug.
left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
I've heard there's like DLC for another game in this series, or maybe this one, I don't know. I think it's the later game though, that has Night Springs as like all the Twilight Zone episodes. This is sort of a Twilight Zone thing, of course, by itself, but still. So we can go this way. I didn't look this way first. So let's see if we start fighting that guy over there. I always try to go away from the objective, so might as well. Let's see, did I already see that? I saw this. So it was another branching path, right? Something like over here, yeah. We entered through here. And then this would be where Stucky starts being a pain. Right? Something like that. There's a thing marking there, whatever that means again. Just a really poorly drawn arrow. And there's rocks falling, wonderful. But yeah, this is where he started talking about how he needs a full diet of 50,000 calories a day and all that stuff. Oh, yes, here's a crate of Doom. So that's it. Yay, flare gun in a video game. With only 1 round. Reload. Okay, well it is, I guess it counts as a round for the one we had already. Alright, and a whole bunch of nothing then? Alright, so that was it. Just the crate left to us by the guy that was rude to us on the ferry. Maybe. Who knows? Yep, it's like in Everspace where someone keeps dropping supplies off from Grady and Brunt, or Grunt and Brady, whichever one it is. Either way, here we are now. Not having to redo the fight, probably, because they don't respawn indefinitely, probably. Hopefully. Let's see if we accidentally fall off the edge of the universe here. That would be fun, right? And have to redo it again until we win. Oh, is this another fight of Doom? Let's get this party started. Oh, crap. Wrong one. Alright. Wait, did I turn that off? Well, that's a way to do things, I guess. I can't hear you, dude. You're not speaking up loud enough. I need to actually adjust this. Maybe audio, effects volume, maybe lower. Speech volume should be the highest. Music, not so loud because it's annoying. Cinematic volume, maybe that's what this crap is. But yeah, I'd like to actually be able to hear what they're saying occasionally, you know? Something like that, maybe. Something. He sounds like the Psycho thing in Borderlands. I need to play the rest of that. Borderlands number 2. Oh, yep, we are getting out of here.
Even with the engine takes from its tools.
That's a blast. Only 5 rounds left, though. And there's that Stucky jerk. Dude, chill out. Chill out. Chill. There, finally. Go Crispy.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
Oh, the joy. Let's gather anything else here while we have the free time to look around. And, oh, that closed automatically. How wonderful. Alright, let's see. Didn't we have batteries here? I guess I used them up. Or no, they're over here still, next to the Freedom Seed dispensary. This is a great thing to have here in a logging camp. I guess if they have to face bears, they have plenty of small arms Freedom Seeds that would be useful to anger the bears. But yeah, something like that. Unless they're like 45s or 44 mags, it's not going to do much. And this seems more like a 38, doesn't it? I don't know, I can't really tell from this, but yeah, it doesn't seem like it's kicking like a 44. It at least needed like a 1911 or something, you know? But yeah. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything here so far. Probably best to just keep going, see if we can talk with the sheriff lady, and get this chapter done with before everyone's attention spans decide to go further than goldfish. Yeah, that's the thing about all that neuroplasticity stuff. You get used to only watching like 4-second clips. That's all you're going to be able to watch. Well, mostly, you know. Well, after a point, your mind is like, "Whoa, I can't focus. I'm too stupid." But yeah, otherwise, if you watch long-form content more often, you just sit back, relax, watch the darn thing, and yeah, whatever. You know, it's like the difference between TV without a remote control and TV with a remote control, and you're just keeping your finger on the button, being like, "Oh, this has nothing on it." Flip, nothing, flip, nothing, flip, nothing, flip. On and on ad infinitum, because you only look for 4 seconds, and of course there's nothing good on within those 4 seconds or less. You just have to be like, "Oh, this is not the perfect thing," or whatever, you know.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Yep, okay, there it is. Sometimes, like in Dead Space 3, the deer head on the wall, if you fire at it, there's tungsten to be found.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment. The sane world reasserted itself.
I am by the dumpsters. I identify as Raccoon. Yay. In a video game, of course. In a video game. So here we are. Oh, another manuscript. Yay. I don't know when it starts to be where the sheriff shows up. I don't know. Anyway, function 5. Attacked by the shadowy,
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows.
Abdul.
It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us. But the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features.
Abdul.
It was a scene from a nightmare. But I was awake.
He was Alan Wake. Wake up, Alan. Wake up. I don't know how many more there are. Well, I mean, I guess if it's per episode, then it shows the exact number there
The
are.
garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Uh-huh. Here's that TV they were talking about in the other thing. Let's see if it does show him talking.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Yes. And now it's time to loot the grocery store in a video game. Let's see here. Use the phone. I don't want to use the phone yet. Let's see if we can gather anything more before we have to loot, or to use that. I should probably check the outside. Oh, what's this here? Read. 68th Annual Deer Fest, September 15th to 18th. I should have probably posted this around then. Anyway, games and activities, fishing competition, pie contests, and surprise competitions, live music. For the Bratlings, Bucktooth Charlie Afternoons, and Montgomery the Mystics Amazing Phantasmagoria Evenings. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest Parade of Doom. Yep, so there's that. Where is this supposed to be? Like, it's somewhere with mountains and crap. Oregon or Seattle, or I mean Washington or something. I don't know. Anyway, I wait. Where are the license plates saying Washington? Let's look outside before I pick up the phone. I think as soon as I pick up the phone, the sheriff shows up, and then the game's over pretty much. So yeah, anything we're gonna do, it should be done now pretty much. Anything out
I
here?
had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
I also want to find all the other things here. Anything here of use? And nope. There'd just be toilet paper, but that could be having the manuscript on it. Probably be about as worth it for me anyway. There's a bridge here. Can we cross it? Is there anything useful over here? And let's see here. Will he say anything about me crossing the bridge yet? Anything? Anything? Ooh, that sounds bad. Yeah, let's get out of here, maybe. Okay, yeah, alright. This is how the game punishes you for that. Yeet. Alright, so some bad guys show up if you go too far out of bounds. Didn't know that. But now I do. Yay, low on ammo again. Or lower. Can we open? No, it says closed. Wonderful. I couldn't unlock it on the other side, so we have to go in through the garage. Alright, alright. Oh, wait. Over here is a canteen thing. Another one that it won't give me the number of because... oh, wait. What are these? These prices. They're from, like... early... mid-2000s, maybe? Back when all the gas stations were shutting down from having to like triple their prices. But yeah, that was joyful in quotation marks. So is it gonna start up again? Nope. Okay. Alright, here's the phone again. Oh, for the first time in this. Yep.
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Cutscene time.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
Yeah, how nice of you to have your hand on your holster for the first bit.
Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
It's funny how that's standard procedure for them to threaten everyone.
This place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Oh well. Like, don't take any chances, just escalate as much as possible. Yep, here we are, to the nowhere zone. Yeah, it's like, where did they go? So how acidic would that be? Oh, here's music. I'm gonna avoid it if that's possible, because I don't want to... Oh crap. Well, let's see if it is. I'll find out if it's copyrighted, I guess. Oh, enter, skip. Yeah,
Previously on Alan Wake.
Nope.
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could wait here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Alright, let's get out of here now, before we start that. Yes. Take care, everyone, and try to not go crazy.